Yo, it's your man C. Scott, and welcome back to this week's episode of Coffee Grind. Now, this week I had the opportunity to speak with my brother from another mother, Jay Wells Jr. Now, if you haven't seen the 3 questions and 1 tip that we did back in 2017, it'll blink right up here. Now, Jay Wells, I'll give you a little bit of information about him. He's an actor. He's a director. He is a stunt performer. He's a martial artist, a 3rd-degree black belt, and a model. Basically, in the entertainment industry, this man does it all. All right, so we're going to be talking about this week his path to Wakanda, because he was in Black Panther and actually just won a SAG award for the stunts that they did in Black Panther. They did a fantastic job if you've seen the movie. Now, we're going to be talking about his path to Wakanda. 3 things that I want you to listen out for, okay? He's going to talk about speaking things into existence, which he did in the 3 questions and 1 tip. He talked about some things and they begin to happen. He's going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about making sure that you stay in the moment. So that's very important, is making sure that you stay in the moment, no matter what's going on around you, right? And we're also going to be talking about your intuition. When you have something that looks like a sure thing, but something else comes along, toweling in and making sure that you just pay attention to that intuition that's happening in here to know if you should do it or not, or if you should go this path or that path. And that's the reason why I wanted to call it the path to Wakanda. So go ahead, get yourself a pen, get you some good ass coffee, and be ready to take notes for this week's Coffee Grind.
Anyways, yeah, but thank you for being here.
No doubt, man.
You had no choice.
I did.
Because I was going to come to your house and drag you in the car. Come to your mama's house and drag you in the car.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
So, I was briefly looking at 3 questions and 1 tip that we did last year.
Okay, bet. Oh,
So
that's a good leeway, yeah.
So let's talk about everything that's happened since that time. Cause we did that in August of last year. August of 2017.
Yeah, into August, beginning of September, somewhere around there.
Yeah, because it was right before the trip to Orlando. So, what's happened since then?
Man, a lot has
Mr. J.
happened.
Wells.
Man, how much time do we have?
Not that much, so just figure it out.
You see how your people do you, boy.
Man, just talk to the people. So what did you?
Okay.
So you. I'm not even gonna say it. So you say it. I don't want to take you
so
serious.
yeah, so since that time.
You had Black Panther.
Yeah, okay. You ruined the story. There's a story about this bodybuilder from Austria. He had a hope and a dream. Honest work. Okay. Other guys joke. But, okay, back to the regular scheduled program. So yeah, so what happened during that time, I did book Black Panther.
Why you talking to the camera? We're having a conversation.
Oh, I've been doing my acting thing, so I'm spiking the camera, so.
Just talk, man. No,
Why
seriously
you giving me a hard time?
Because that's what we do.
He eating up my time. So, but yeah, so
reclaiming your time.
yes, Maxine Waters, shout out. I keep doing this. I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Talk, man.
Living my best life.
No, but seriously, so you did. Talk about how, if you don't mind, how that all came about working with Black Panther.
We're right here, but you don't have to whisper at me.
I mean, just talk about.
Okay, so I'm getting to it. I'm amped up this month. I took my vitamins. So,
Blue Magic.
Blue Magic. I guarantee it. So, but basically what happened was, it's interesting because I've been following your content and everything. Dope content, by the way. And I looked at the 3 questions, 1 tip that we did last year, and I was just blown away because I was looking at it, had no idea what was to come, but I spoke it out of my mouth because one of the questions you asked me, would I see myself in 5 years?
Yep.
And so I said, I see myself doing more features,
right?
More action-related stuff because that's my brand. That's the things I'm really interested in.
Right.
Because as y'all know, I like karate.
I need more coffee for this. So go ahead.
So this is gonna be the most amped up coffee grind y'all have ever seen. I guarantee it's gonna be huge. In my trunk voice. I'm turned up. I'm just excited to be here. I'm gonna get to the story. So, what happened was, I had did, matter of fact, I got to thank Chauncey because during that time, right after that 3 questions, 1 tip, you had suggested to me to fast.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay. And so I had abstained from like TV, video games, music, media, stuff like that before, but I had never abstained from just food for an extended period of time. So I researched it and everything, and through my research, I found out that I was already kind of adept at intermittent fasting because I was doing that already. So I was like, okay, I can jump into this and not have to worry about any kind of like side effects or anything like that because I have intermittent fasted before. So I just did it. I woke up. Monday I had my last meal, and at midnight I stopped eating. And you had suggested to do the fast for 3 days.
Yeah.
I did it 5.5 days.
Right.
Yeah, so I went in, nothing but water. Just no food, no nothing, just water for 5.5 days. And that was good for me and everything. It taught me a lot, which we'll get into. But as it pertains to the story, I abstained from food for 5.5 days. I lost 14 pounds. I was looking real svelte. My family thought I was sick. And then that was right before I spoke at this construction partners meeting. This is thing in Atlanta where people get up and they talk, they share their testimony and everything. And so I shared about my time with my aunt, taking care of her and what that meant to me, what that did for me growing up. And then after that, I was like, okay, I need a job. And so I did to deliver pizzas. I was delivering pizzas for a little while. And and so I was grinding it out, doing event marketing. I was waiting on a check. They had forgot to pay me.
I remember that time. Bro.
Yeah, and so I got my money and everything, and so I pieced together everything I needed for rent for the month of October. Now we got November coming up, and then so October I'm working, I'm grinding it out, I'm grinding.
Now can I take it back just for a second on that story? Because I think you're missing the key piece there. Cause I live this life with you because I ain't getting to hear it all the time on the phone, all the time, whatever.
Yeah, you know it.
But so, because June before that, you were working on a movie.
Yeah.
And so,
that's right.
So you had that happen. That kind of set you up pretty nice, but
it did.
For to kind of be used to the industry and be used to on set and all that kind of stuff.
Right. The movie I worked on prior to Black Panther was called Tag. And so I was a stand-in for Hannibal Buress on Tag. And so I worked on that for 3 months, and that was a godsend because I needed the money. And that took me through the summer. And shouts out to this guy because I had came home, my car needed to be worked on. I got the call that I needed to be back in Atlanta for the screen test and whatnot. He let me borrow his car for like 3 days so I could make it back to Atlanta. It's like this, man.
Well, I'm gonna
friends.
clap for me too. If y'all
see
the Natalie Fikes video,
yes.
which we're gonna link it up here. But I'm gonna clap for myself. I'm gonna clap for me.
He let me hold his car so I could get back to the A, and I really appreciated that. And so I allowed me to get back so I could, take advantage of the opportunity. Then after we finished Tag, I booked a print job where I was lifestyle shooting.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And so I was good, I had made some decent money and everything. And that's how I paid. That print job is how I paid for my rent in September, and then I paid for October. November's coming, so I'm trying to make this quick so we can talk about some other things.
No, it's all good. Look, we gonna have plenty of
this is my testimony.
Episodes.
Y'all getting it on the low. I'm gonna be making money for this story, but so then what happened? So I'm working, I'm grinding it out at Pizza Hut, and so I just decided to deliver pizzas. I'm looking at the post on Indeed. Oh yeah, you can make up to $20 an hour. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, because the Pizza Hut I decided to work at was the most trifling Pizza Hut. All I know is I'm going into the store, I'm getting the pizzas, and within like 10 minutes, I'm taking it to the people. Little did I know, these people put their order in 45 minutes ago, hour and a half ago. So by the time I show up to the door with a hot pizza, these people pissed off and they ain't trying to tip. They mad.
They done waited an hour for that pizza.
I'm barely getting a thank you.
You getting us about daggone time. But didn't you do something else? Wasn't there in between? Wasn't there another spot? before that?
So I think I'm getting to that.
Okay, my bad.
So yeah, I'm delivering pieces and everything, and so I'm collecting everything I need for October.
Okay.
And so I have it.
Okay.
And so now I'm working and preparing for November for that month to come up. And so the money's in there and everything. And matter of fact, I think you loaned me some money.
I mean, we don't got to get into that, but
okay. Hey, I'm
keeping it 100.
I'm being transparent with y'all. Like you see this hole right here? That's how transparent I'm being. You can see right through.
Really loud, bro.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, I mean I'm done. But we're in a public place. So I went, and so to avoid an ATM fee, I went to the grocery store to do cash back. So I don't know why on this day I wanted organic bananas, but I did. So I got some organic bananas, bought those. It's gonna be real important. So I got my money and everything. My money's sitting in there from my rent on my account. Meanwhile, we're getting ready for showcase at the acting school I was going to, and so getting ready for that, and I had booked work in Florida, and so showcase. What happens with that? You have final time up, and that was that Wednesday, and this is the week of second week of October. So by this time it's October.
I mean, what is missing?
11th. That Wednesday was October 11th. So I go to class to get ready for showcase. I got paperwork I'm supposed to be filling out to get ready to go down to do this job.
Okay. Yeah. I remember that.
Yep. And so I'm like, I can't do this right now. I wasn't working on my tablet. So then what happened was, I'm like, okay, I should be getting my mind right, getting into character. I was like, let me check my other email.
Right.
I checked my other email account. I get a notice from my apartment complex that they haven't received payment from me, and I got until the 15th to pay the entirety of the rent plus late fees. Otherwise, they're gonna start the process for eviction. I'm like, I know good and goddamn well my money in there for my rent, and so I can't think about that right now. Fast forward, me and my senior partner, we go up for showcase. Lo and behold, we don't make it in the showcase. I'm disappointed because this showcase, my agent's gonna be there.
Okay.
So what happens with showcase? They invite industry professionals to come and watch the work. Casting directors, writers, people like that. So it's like it's a good opportunity for actors to get up and show their work in front of those people.
Yeah.
Showcase.
Yeah.
And my agent was gonna be there, so I'm like, okay, this is perfect. My agent gonna be there. I can jump in showcase. I'm gonna advocate for myself. She can be like, man, that's Jay. That's my talent.
I can show what I got. Yeah.
Not to be. And so I'm disappointed, and I'm the kind of person like if I don't achieve something, I want to know what it was that I did or didn't do the reason I didn't get in there.
Right.
And so I waited after they got done with everybody else that was gonna be in the showcase, which was killer because I'm like, it hurt my soul because I wasn't in showcase. I'm watching all these other people. I'm like, man, disappointed. They get done. I talk to Nick. He tells me what was in the scene, what he was looking for. I'm like, all right. So I drive home disappointed. Now I got to switch gears because now I got to figure out what's going on with my account and why they didn't take my money out. So I wake up.
Let me stop you for a second.
Okay.
Let me stop you for a second because I think that's a key one. That's an important joint. Is that life was happening. You know, but you had to put that on hold and be fully present.
Yeah.
With what was going on with with the showcase and be in that moment.
You're right.
And then you can like, okay, now I got to pick back up. And I think that's the real important part of the grind. Is that he could be grinding, everything could be perfect, or you think it's going perfect, and then life is like, snitches, it's me, snitches, you know, and then you just get
life will come and sneak you.
You like you get yacked up in the mouth, you know, but I mean, this, you know, I think that's a huge one that a lot of people just kind of forget about this. Throw that to the side. We're gonna put that on hold for a second. I got to do this.
You're right. To add on to that, man, that's probably part of the reason I didn't make it in the showcase because my mind was elsewhere.
Right.
I wasn't in the moment of what I should have been.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I'm concerned about something that I really can't do nothing about it right now.
Right.
I just got to deal with it. I had time because right now it's the 11th. I had to the 15th.
Right.
And so.
So you took it. So you was in the moment a little bit, but not.
Yeah, not fully.
all. I mean, you tried. Okay.
Yeah, I could have been in the moment a lot more than what I was.
Right.
What's good, party people? And
we're doing this new thing on Coffee Grind. We're doing live and this. So
yeah, we are.
This man
taking
gets
advantage
distracted.
of social media.
He gets distracted easily. But yeah, man, continue with the story. So then you have to focus. You have to shift gears.
Yeah.
And then you got to go back and deal with this
I had to deal
housing
with that
situation.
Yeah. So the next day I wake up and so I call my bank and I'm backtracking all my transactions trying to figure out what was going on, right? And so what had happened was when I went to the grocery store and I bought those bananas, I overdrew my account by 31 cents.
Yep.
I had my money minus 31 cents. I was like I couldn't believe it, man. I was upset. Like I'm like, what the hell? Like I called the bank. Why you use overdraft protection? I got $5 in my savings account. Well, Mr. Wells, you know that $5 just keeps your account open. It looks like a zero balance to us. We wouldn't draw from that. I'm like, oh man. The insult to injury, they had charged me $35 return check
On top
fee.
of that,
Yeah. So I was able to get that back. And keep in mind, I'm supposed to be in Orlando the next day to do this job. And so it only paid, a few $100s, but it's like that's money I could have, going towards my rent.
Right.
And so once I looked at the paperwork and the contract, they were saying that we try to pay our talent as quick as possible, but payment could take as long as 90 days, to receive a check. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm about to spend money I don't have to get money that I may not see until the beginning of the year, which does nothing for me now.
Right.
And so I'm like, I'm busted, disgusted. I'm like, man. And so I just had to pay my rent and everything. So I had been busting my tail, right? And so I got my final check from Pizza Hut. I deposited that. You know how much my check was?
I remember that.
It's $157 and some change.
Yeah.
My the late fee was $100. The return check fee from the apartment complex was $50. No, $55. So that check gone minus $2. God gave me a little bit more than what I needed to cover this travesty that happened. So I had to pay my rent in addition to an additional $155. And so now I got my tip money. I had about $30 on me. The $2 left over for my check.
Right.
And I got 3/4 to take the gas and make it to Orlando. And so my friend at the time, I hit her up. And before that, and one of the things I get up in the morning, I listen to praise music and burn incense. One of the songs I like to listen to is G.I. Praying Don't Worry. Then another one is Kiara Sheard, Hang On.
Okay.
So I'm listening to this song, and the song, what you gonna do when your back's against the wall? And so before I just been listening to the song, now
it's talking to you.
It's talking to me. Now my back against the wall. I'm thinking like, damn, what am I gonna do? Like, mentally, I'm like it's the 12th of October. The money I was saving is gone.
Right.
I got $30 to build on for the rent for that month.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? So I started thinking everything. I'm like, okay, hopefully I get this money enough time. Maybe I can pick up some more gigs in addition to delivering pizzas. Maybe I'll be all right. I don't know. But right now, all I know is the 12th of October and I got $30. I call you up, and usually you like, man, what's going on? Oh, I'm good. He's like, man, you good? And I was about to say I'm good, and I was like, nah, I'm not good. I'm not. And you know the story.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he's like, man, like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I got a job. I'm working right now. I'm about to call you back. Now you went raw like that. He was like, man, dude, I'm working right now, but I hit you up later. I'm like, all right, man. And so I had one of those boys in the hood moment with a Cuba Gooding Jr. You walk to the house, I'm in the middle of my apartment just mad, swinging at the air. I call my friend. I explain to her what's happening. We go out. She gets me a smoothie, which I appreciate. And through the midst of that, we're riding around. I get a call. So I get a call from this guy. I'm not gonna blast him out.
But he was like, hey, this is Whoop De Whoop. And can I speak to Jay? I'm like, yeah. And so I'm like, I'm thinking myself, who the hell is this? I don't recognize your voice. You sound like a white guy. I ain't seen no white guys that don't know Black Theater Festival. Who's you? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. This is Whoop De Whoop. I'm head of casting at Marvel. I was like, oh, Marvel? Yeah, this is Jay, man. What's going on, man? How you doing? He's like, yeah, man, we got you in for an audition. I'm like, bet. When is it? Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Can you make it? Mind you, I'm supposed to be in Orlando the next day.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I can make it. And it's funny that I'm telling this story now. I saw the coffee grind. You know what now it said?
Right.
The answer's always yes.
Right.
It was always yes.
Yeah.
And so my friend was like, who was that? I'm like, I got an audition. So I went tomorrow. She's like, oh, bet. Hold on. Are you supposed to be in Orlando tomorrow? Yeah. What you gonna do? I don't know. I'm gonna do something.
Right.
I know I'm gonna go to this audition. And so I called my buddy. I was like, okay, because this is super short notice.
Right.
I called him to see if he's available. Just so happens he's off the next day. Thank you, God. So I'm like, hey, you want to do this commercial? I can't do it. I had something big came up. I'm gonna pass your name along to see if to go for it. I was like, yeah. So I called the people. They were upset, but I was like, look, I understand. I had to cancel last minute, but I found a replacement because I understand this is last minute.
Right.
I don't want to do you dirty like that. So they appreciated it, but they found somebody to replace me. So I'm good. I'm in the clear. So I went home, got a little something to eat, played some Tekken. Tekken is important to a healthy balance in your lifestyle. So I went to bed, got the next day, went down to the studio for the audition. And then this is where it got real again because I walked in, I'm thinking they just want to look at me, everything. But I see another black man walk in a similar build. I'm like, hold on, what the hell are you doing here? This is my opportunity. And so I'm like,
So you wasn't thinking abundantly.
I was and I wasn't, but I was.
I was.
But I gave up work to something that's not guaranteed.
Right, I got you.
And so that's when it hit me.
And a whole bunch of other stuff happening in your life at the same time.
All I know, I was on my Eminem. I got one shot. Do not miss my chance to blow.
Right.
Opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
I think we know the song.
Okay.
I'm messing with you.
So I was like, man, bump
You
it.
were 8 miling it.
I was 8 miling. I was like, man, you know what? Bump it. That's over and done. I'm here now. Let me just rock it out and do what I need to do.
Right.
So I got in. A lot of the other people that were working on the project, which is Black Panther, by the way, they were already there training. Then there was a bunch of other guys there.
Which we can say now because at the time you were just like.
At the time I couldn't say what it was because they are like.
Right.
Yeah, you can't, ain't no spoilers. And so I get there and all these other big black dudes, like big linebacker type dudes, 6'1", 6'3", 6'5", 6'9". And y'all can't tell by me sitting here, but y'all can tell in conjunction to see Scott, I'm not that big. And so we were auditioning to be part of the Jabari tribe. Right. The Jabari tribe are those big mountain dudes. If they were on the NFL team, they would be the linebackers,
and
linemen and everything like that.
Yeah.
I was a little Jabari that could. And so this goes into what we're going to talk about a little further and everything. So stunt coordinator, the one that was leading the rehearsal, he was taking us through the basics of like using the staff what they call loops. And so the loop is basically a prearranged motion that we go through to fill out the action and everything.
Right. Okay.
And so the first one we learned was block, hit, duck underneath, on guard for the next attack.
Gotcha.
And so he had a pie made out on the box. Thanks for the love, ladies and gentlemen. And so it was like a down, forward, diagonal, and everything.
Okay.
And so he was like taking through how to hold the staff, how to strike with it.
Right.
Here, down, side, up.
Right.
Now, I ain't sweet with the staff, but I can do this all day long because I learned how to fight with the staff from my karate training.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? There's some dudes, and I'm learning this now, how to twirl, spin, behind the back, really stunt with it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not as adept at that, but I can do little stuff within reason. You can tell I can use it.
Right.
Like I can jab you in your throat if I need to. Twirl that.
Yeah,
You can get this staff if you
in your face.
you can catch this staff.
In the throat. Get busy.
Yeah.
All right. He brings it out of him.
No.
So
No, I don't. That's his shoe on the regular.
just watch it.
So I'm like, this all you want right here? This? I got this all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And so the beauty of it, you know, God really set this up for me to stand out with this and everything. Because the rest of the guys, they had the physicality, what they were looking for, but they didn't necessarily have the skills.
Gotcha.
I didn't have the physicality, but I had the skills. I was
Right.
proficient enough with the staff that I can do this. And so we're going through the course of it, they realized I had martial art training.
Yeah,
And
just
so
keep
they were
breathing it
expecting
a
more
little.
out of
Keep
me
breathing it
once we went through it. And so it even got to a point where I was helping some of the other dudes with their footwork because I understand this from my karate training.
Right.
So we get through
So
it.
you were already set up.
Yeah. Already, won't he do it?
Yep.
Won't he? So while they're going through the movements with the rest of the guys, I'm like, this all you want? Like, this it. I had it. Like, I looked at it 2 times and I had it.
Right.
And so we went through it and everything. And so, boom, the audition's over. And one by one, I'm not realizing what's going on here. The other stunt coordinators and stunt men are already working on the film. They come over and start introducing themselves to me. He said, hey, I'm Aaron, man, pleasure to meet you, this, that, and the third. Hey, I'm Brian. I'm like, okay, cool, this, that, and the third. And the head stunt coordinator was going through the motions with us. He was like, man, so what you trying to do? I was like, man, I'm an actor, stunt man, this, that, and the third. And he was telling me,
Oh, okay, well, just the height, I think.
You just gonna break the story with a
Marco
sip?
Rubio.
You just gonna-
I'm from Florida.
We just-
That's only your
that's
problem.
what we doing here?
Coffee grind. So, take a sip. It's okay. It's okay. That's what this show's about.
I've already lived this story, listening to you every day on a daily
right.
basis, and I'm invested. I know they invested.
Okay.
Tell the story.
All right, back to your regular scheduled program.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
so he's telling me about the difference between LA and Atlanta, working and what I need to do and everything. And so he's like, I got a feeling we're gonna be seeing you Monday. I'm like, great.
And this is like the main coordinator.
This is the main coordinator.
So
He
he's
is
basically telling you without telling you.
he's telling me without
Yeah.
telling me. He is the stunt double for Mbaku.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Y'all are similar size and build.
Yeah, so hey, Marvel,
Marvel,
get me on any of them. I don't
any
care.
of them, man.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
I mean, it's canceled, but anyways, go ahead.
So I go home. I'm just chilling. I call my friend, go hang with her, and the casting director, he's hitting me up, man. Dude, get ready to work. I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? Tell me. It's. I'm not thinking, okay, he's the casting director. Of course he's gonna know who's hired.
Right.
I'm missing it. I wouldn't count my chickens before they hatched.
Right.
It wasn't until I got that call from Travis getting my availability to say,
Right.
hey, you know, are you available between these? I'm like, yeah. So, okay, we want to hire you for.
It wasn't sitting in until you heard that.
Yeah.
We
want
want
to offer you a contract to work on Black Panther.
Right.
Can you do it? I'm like, hell yeah, I can do it. Man, what you mean? And so
Right.
he's like, all right, man. So I'm gonna see. We need some information for you. We'll see you Monday.
Right.
All right. My friend was like, what's going on? I got the job. I was like, ooh, I was so happy, man.
Right.
It was like, it was one of the greatest experiences and everything. It's one of the biggest things that happened to me to date. I got other stuff coming up, but it was just it was beautiful what God did for me. He gets all the credit because I was down and out, and all year I had been leapfrogging from job to job,
Right.
just getting everything I needed month to month to pay rent.
Right.
And so lo and behold, I booked the job, and that's how I paid my rent that month.
But see now, so sometimes Life Guide Universe, whatever name people want to put on the door, but sometimes I see that you got to be taken down to that level of just decimated almost to just be built back up. Because I mean, you know, if you're going to go ahead and rebuild a building or what have you, for the most part, if it needs to be a new building, you know, you're not gonna start and use the other pieces of it. You know, if it needs to be something totally different than what it was before, you have to just destroy and demolish.
Destroy and rebuild.
And I think that's you know, you had that moment. It was that moment in time, and then it was a building phase from them because you've had a lot of momentum since then.
I have, man. Just touching what you said.
Yeah.